Warning, the following video features a black Disney princess. Really, of all things. Hello and welcome to Jaimetud's Nitpicks. Before we get to today's topic, I would just like to say that you probably noticed a slight change in my surroundings. That's because my usual webcam has taken a trip down south for the winter. So I've had to set up my regular camera for this broadcast. And believe you me, this thing is a pain to set up. So consider yourself lucky. Anyhow, today's topic, The Princess and the Frog. Oh yeah, baby, I am so psyched to see this movie. I have been waiting for it for years. When I heard Disney was doing another traditionally animated princess flick, I jumped for joy. Early screenings from critics have been hailing this one as Disney's triumphant return to 2D animation, and that makes me proud. Thank you, Bob Iger. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This one really looks like it could be a terrific love story, but I didn't come here to give you a review on a movie I haven't seen yet. Oh no, that would have been too much fun. This show's all about politics and current events. And I'll be darned if people haven't been playing race politics with this one. See, back several years ago when the announcement was made about this movie, I wrote a blog on it talking about how Disney's first black princess had to go through some security checkpoints down at the Center for Politically Correctiveness. Ladies and gentlemen, the race card is officially in play. Wait a minute, you mean to tell me that she's black? I hadn't noticed. Early reports said a bunch of things about it. The original title, The Frog Princess, had to be changed because it might be offensive to the French. Something I really don't get because The Princess and the Frog doesn't seem too much of a different title to me. They also changed her name from Maddie to Tiana because Maddie sounds too much like Mammy and could never be mistaken for being short for Madison. You know, there's a little girl in my neighborhood whose name is Maddie. Do you think her parents named her that because they hated her? Oh no, wait. She's white. Next, the film was supposed to feature Maddie working for a spoiled white debutante, which apparently couldn't happen either because that might actually be an accurate representation of New Orleans in the 1920s. See, I was born in New Orleans. I should know these things. Not that I would exactly call it home, but just try reading a history book. And judging by the early promotional clips of this movie, I'm guessing that idea turned into this character. Now, this scene looks really cute, and I have no complaints about it, but in the name of historical accuracy, a rich white girl and a working-class black girl playing together? Not exactly accurate. And lastly, there were a few complaints about the size of her lips. Of all things, they had to complain about her lip size. Dudes, my lips are big. You think you're gonna hold that against me? So all this brings us up to speed with the final movie, which is just around the corner. But before I get to the newer complaints, I want to ask one question. Aren't we supposed to be making an effort as a society to judge people by the content of their character, not by their skin color? Yes. So that being said, how come people have a problem with a black girl working for a white girl, but nobody had a problem with this movie? Oh, sing, sweet nightingale, sing, sweet. So now let's jump on over to some more recent opinions about this film that people have been leveling. I first saw the teaser for this one and it got me even more psyched. But as before, the accusations just kept coming.
At the end of the teaser trailer, they had like a stereotypical racist, like black firefly. So it's like, Disney, what are you doing?
Okay, dude. Let me explain something to you. That is not a black stereotype. That is a Cajun stereotype. It's a person with a mixture of French and Acadian background. And if I go down to New Orleans, I'm gonna find plenty of people talking like that.
Ooh, women like a man with a big back poach.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that racist. I'd call that more along the lines of potentially annoying. And if you still want to play the race card, take it up with Jim Cummings, the guy that plays him. It's not the first time he's played a character accused of being a racist stereotype. I've also watched plenty of behind-the-scenes clips of this movie talking about the production. You know, I should try to limit myself to how much I see of a movie beforehand, just so I don't ruin the experience. Oh, wait, what's that? Oh, the writer is a black guy. Well, I wonder what kind of explanation the whining race baiters have now. But let's stop asking white people what they think about it. Let's ask some black people what they think about it.
I just feel like having a black princess is like so inspiring.
As far as I can tell right now, I don't really see anything wrong with it. I mean, Princess Tiana, go ahead. I'll probably actually go see the movie.
Seriously, if I made a character and somebody came up to me and told me they want me to change it, I would say, show it up yet. I don't give a F. She's a chambermaid in the 1940s. Let her be one. Because guess what? It's not your character. Shut up.
Wow, not only do people seem to like how the movie's turning out, but they don't mind the characters looking or acting in a specific manner. That mostly narrows the whiny crowd down to this guy. However, my favorite critique comes from this guy whose response starts out positive.
I was like, whoa, she's black. So I was watching the trailer, you know, just casual like this. When I heard her voice, I was like...
And then sort of devolves into the please don't take me too seriously attitude.
For a good majority of this movie, she is going to be a frog. Why does Disney's first white princess have to be a frog for the majority of the movie?
That's a rather new complaint. See, to me it's just a plot device. She turns into a frog because that not only changes up the story, but adds a dash of fantasy to the mix. I could think of plenty of movies out there where the lead character transforms into something as a plot device. And it really has nothing to do with her ethnicity. I mean, a lot of Disney heroes and heroines go through some sort of transformation. Why does Ariel have to turn into a woman? Why does Aladdin have to become a prince? Why does Mulan have to dress like a dude? Why does Kenai have to become a bear? Why does Pocahontas have to be so boring? See? It doesn't work unless there's an element of fantasy in the mix. And how come nobody ever leveled any of these complaints against those other Disney flicks? Again, I thought we were supposed to try and treat people equally. I didn't know that meant that some people should be protected more than others. Quit whining. So that's all I've really got to say about this topic. But don't worry, the movie's almost out, and once it comes out, it's gonna make a crap ton of moolah, and all these opinions won't account for nothing. So with that out of the way, I'll leave you with something that's not offensive to anyone in any way, shape, or form.
From her head to her lips to her nails to her shoes. She bang bang boom. From her head to her lips to her nails to her shoes. She bang bang boom.
My name is Jaimetud, and I'm playing my $10 on black this weekend. See ya.